Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to another episode of the Room to Breathe podcast. I am your host, Life Coach 614, and I am so thrilled to have each and every one of you here with us today. Whether you're just tuning in for a dose of inspiration or a moment of calm, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's episode, just a quick reminder for you all. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to tap the screen, like, comment, and share. Your support helps us to connect with more amazing people like you. And we would love for you to give us a follow and subscribe to our channel so that way you never miss out on our latest content. And while you're at it, you should swing by the selfcareclub.org. We've got some awesome affirmative apparel, motivational merch, and a bunch of free resources waiting for you. It's all about empowering yourself and embracing your self-care journey. No matter what challenges that you are facing, remember that you're not alone in this path. We're here supporting and uplifting one another every step of the way. It's time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in the present moments. So let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together.
In the quiet moments, that's where I'll find a little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe.
I see you, Shan. I see you, Brooks. I see you, Kale. I hope that this topic is something that resonates with you guys. Thank you, Shan. And serves you. I think it's a great addition to yesterday's topic. So yeah. Our quote for today is blocking your blessings by holding on to the wrong people. Or I should say the topic for today is blocking your blessings by holding on to the wrong people. Blocking your blessings by holding on to the wrong people. Look, Brooke said, ooh. First Lady was like, wow. Listen. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This one didn't come to me until probably 5 minutes before I went live. Okay? This one, yeah, I hope you got your shoes on. This one did not come to me early. This one did not, I did not get this last night. You know, I was like, okay, I was just planning to come and have a random conversation with y'all. Welcome in, Wanda, Joshua, and Gloria. I was really just going to come and have just a random conversation with you guys today. Like, we were just going to hang out. I was going to do a Q&A because I didn't feel like God had really delivered me a message to want to share. And then it just hit me like, ooh, we be holding on to people. And the people is getting in the way of our success, right? Rich Risings, Inspired Risings to you, Queen. Hey, Lady Blue, Inspired Risings to you. I should say Motivated Risings to you, honey, because you be up and at them, working them out. But yeah, so this quote, this statement didn't really hit me until, like, literally I pushed the button to go live, and I'm like, wow, that's a good one. And I was just like, oh, I could do that. We could do this one all day. And then, of course, I feel like Brooks confirmed it when she came in and said that she had stood her ground and set her boundaries. And I'm like, okay, this is right. It was my confirmation that this is the topic that we needed this morning. So, again, for those of you who have just entered, our topic for today is blocking your blessings by holding on to the wrong people. And listen, Blue, I know you know a thing or two about this. We experienced this about a year ago. How we were stunting our growth by worrying about some of the wrong people. I have to laugh about it because we had us a whole moment about a year ago, honey. But yeah, ever since we recognized the error in our ways, we've been able to navigate life a little better. And I would like to think that we could equally say that life has been better. So again, let's get into it, y'all. We're gonna be brutally honest here. First Lady said, I hope y'all got y'all shoes on today. So listen, I know that sometimes we are the reason why we are stuck. Okay? So I'm just gonna tell y'all, it be our own fault sometimes. We are the reason why we are stuck. What up, Chris? It's not the world. It's not the universe. It's not even the situation that we're in. It's us. Y'all got to be honest with yourselves and realize that in some situations, in most situations, you are the common denominator. Right? It's not them. It's us. We block our own blessings. And one of the biggest ways we do that is by holding on to people who should have been removed from our life a long time ago. Okay? And I know y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The people who drain you. The ones who show up when it benefits them. Right? The ones who love to be around you and support you when it benefits them. The ones who play small when you're dreaming big. But instead of setting boundaries, we hold on to them. We make excuses for their bad behavior. We say things to ourselves like, oh my God, they've been in our lives forever. Or here's one that I know is going to hit home for some of y'all. That's family. We've been, friends since kindergarten. They've helped me through some rough times. They've been there for me when I needed them the most. Go ahead and say ouch. I know it hurts, right? So we make excuses for their negative behavior, but at what cost, right? At what cost do we continue to allow these, right? And today I've just decided, it's Tuesday. I'm going to just tell you I chose violence today. We're going to get through it though. Remember, it's first aid kits in the back. We've got some nurses in the building. Like, we're gonna get through this. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing today, y'all. Holding on to people who no longer fit into your life is a form of self-sabotage. Now, yesterday we talked about not being able to activate yourself for the simple fact that you keep dimming your light for other people, that you've been so focused on other people. So we're going to run with that today. And we're going to talk about self-sabotage. Because in order for us to self-activate, we got to stop sabotaging ourselves, right? We've got to stop being the victim. We got to stand up and stand our ground, right? It's like putting rocks in your book bag before you run a marathon and then wondering why you're so damn tired halfway through. Like, you just played yourself, right? You know it's the weight that you're carrying. You feel it dragging on you every single day, but for some reason, you just keep it on your back. So these people that we keep allowing in our lives, knowing that we should have let these people go. Thank you, Ann. Knowing that we should have let these people go years ago. Knowing that we should have separated ourselves from these people years ago, months ago. Right? And it's, we just keep piling them on our back. We just keep carrying them and carrying them and carrying them. Knowing that they're hurting us. Knowing that just the mere weight of carrying them is hurting us. Right? But we just keep carrying them on our back. They're not picking their feet up. They're not giving a damn about how it's hurting us, the struggle that we're going through, the blessings that we're missing out on. They don't care. Right? Yeah, Kel, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Hey, MK, thank you. And so we got to ask ourselves why. Right? Why are we doing this? Is it out of fear? Is it guilt? Rich risings to you, bro. Is it guilt? Is it shame? What is it? Why do we keep carrying these people on our back? Like what obligation? What is it that we owe them? Right? Are we worried about being the villain in their story? Like they gonna paint a narrative that we're the bad guy? Or maybe deep down you're afraid of what happens when you finally create space for you to breathe. Right? Maybe you're afraid of what it looks like to grow, to receive abundantly, right? Because if we're being real, sometimes growth is scarier than staying stuck, right? That fear of the unknown. Many of us have a fear of success. Like, I know what failure looks like. I know what being comfortable and stuck in this situation looks like. I don't know what success looks like. Maybe you're afraid of winning because you don't feel like you've ever really won before. So you stay stuck. You stay living in other people's shadows. You stay in the darkness. Even though you don't like it there. You just sit there because you're comfortable and it is familiar. But let me tell you something. Not everybody is meant to go where you are going. Some of these people in your life, as we've discussed before, are for a reason. Some of these people in your life are just here for a season. And there are some people who are currently in your life that is going to be here for a lifetime. But you've got to stop trying to turn seasonal people into lifetime passengers. You can't drag people into your future who are only meant to help you navigate a couple chapters of your life. Honestly, you're just holding them hostage and taking them on a ride that ain't meant for them. What up, Scorpio Queen? Guillermo, welcome in. Right? So we've got to stop trying to turn seasonal people into lifetimers. We've got to stop trying to turn people who are here for a reason into seasonal people. You got to stop bringing them back year after year after year. They serve their purpose. They out of here. This ain't for them. So it's time for us all. Thank you, Peach. It's time for us to get messy, you guys. Right? We live in a world that thrives off of mess. Ourselves, we need to thrive too. So we need to get messy and we need to start letting go. It's time to stop shrinking yourself to make space for people who aren't even willing to celebrate you, right? People who are threatened by your growth. People who dim your light, or even worse, they just flat out don't care what's best for you. And you know, the hard truth is these people that we're referring to are dead weight. They're dead weight. They mean you no good. And so we have to understand that the longer that we hold on to this dead weight, the more that you're telling the universe, I'm okay with being stuck. I'm okay with stagnation. And so all these blessings that the universe has for you, they're like, well, hell, she like it. She likes sitting here being stuck. So why would I push her somewhere else when all I know, all she gonna do is move backwards? I think I told you guys the story before, that my pastor told me that growing up, his parents would only buy them new shoes when they outgrew their other shoes. Reason being that when you get new shoes, you got to break them in. Sometimes the new shoes be a little uncomfortable. So in order for their parents to want to buy them new shoes, they had to completely outgrow the other shoes. Otherwise, the kids would have the new shoes, but they would still go back to the old shoes because the old shoes were comfortable. The old shoes were easy to put on. They felt great. So unless they had fully outgrown their shoes, their parents wouldn't buy them any new ones. And he said, that's the way that God operates. God is not going to give us that next level blessing until we've officially outgrown this situation. So for some of you, let's talk about relationships. Some of you are in these mediocre, basic relationships that you know you ain't got no business in. Y'all entertaining love and life and a future, you know, because y'all see somebody's potential when you know that this relationship ain't really what it is, right? And so we have these relationships or friendships with people, and we know good and well that this ain't going nowhere. We know it. You feel it in your bones. This relationship ain't going nowhere. It ain't been nowhere in the last 10, 15, 20 years. So you already know that this relationship ain't going nowhere. That man ain't finna propose to you. That man ain't finna marry you. That woman ain't finna be loyal to you. She ain't finna commit to you. Your friend has been disloyal and untrustworthy for years. They ain't finna stop now. Right? So we know this, but we're comfortable here. So God is not going to give us that blessing of that next person. Right? God is not going to give us or reward us with that next one because we're so comfortable here. And God don't want to waste that blessing. What up, Ro? Welcome in, Sissy. The Voice Academy, welcome in. Percy, I see you. True Truth. I think I missed somebody else. But seriously, y'all, so we have to think about it just like my pastor said about these shoes that you outgrow. His parents would not reward them with new shoes because he would just keep sliding back into the other ones. So that's why, like, when y'all hear stories, and y'all know how they always say that the baby daddies, even though they move on into other relationships, that they always be sliding back in bed with their baby mama because it's comfortable there. Right? Thank you, Ann. They always want to move backwards. They want to backslide with the baby mama because it's comfortable there. They always got a home there, right? They're going to keep hope alive in that bedroom. But they not going to really commit to her because they want to still run the streets, right? So it's comfortable. So we ourselves are all comfortable in certain situations, just like baby daddies with the baby mamas, right? Just like my pastor with the comfortable shoes growing up. And so if we want something different, we ultimately have to do something different. We've got to get out of these comfortable spaces. Another thing that I always share with you guys is, we're sitting in a room. And imagine sitting in the room and it has nice decorations and it is plush and it is nice in here, right? We got all your amenities, everything that you could possibly currently want, right? So you are comfortable and you're like, oh, it's nice in here. It's the right temperature. They got snacks over there at the buffet. Like, it's cool. They playing Room to Breathe on the radio from, Life Coach. Like, it is nice in here. But it is interesting because I'm looking and I see all of these doors. And the odd thing about it in this room, y'all, all of these doors have my name on it. And I read the instructions and it says that on the other side of this door is a blessing for Shantae. That's me. This is my room. Just go with me. Insert your name if that helps you, okay? And so it says, this is, on the other side of this door is a blessing for Shantae. And all of these doors are for Shantae. And there are blessings on the other side. But she has to get up from this particular room, this blessing that she's enjoying, and move on to this next one. And just know that when she gets to this other side, there's going to be more doors, more blessings, right? But the only way that I'm going to get those blessings is if I get up off my butt to go open the door. So I got to leave where I'm comfortable at. Thank you. I got to leave where I'm comfortable at so I can move into this next level. And I don't know what's on the other side of that door, y'all. I don't know if they got chairs over there. I don't know if they streaming Room to Breathe over there. You know what I'm saying? And I really be vibing from that playlist. But I don't know if they got Room to Breathe on the other side. I don't know what it's going to look like, what I'm going to encounter. But the promise says that there is another blessing on the other side. And I'm comfortable here, but I done been here for a while. And I want more in life. But if I don't get up and go get it, I'm not going to get more. And my homegirl that I've been carrying with me since kindergarten, she's sitting here with me and she getting on my nerves, y'all. She be using all my stuff. She don't clean up after herself. And so this room that was seemingly comfortable, this space that I was in that was comfortable, is now not as comfortable because I got somebody next to me that's making me uncomfortable. And she being real ungrateful. She talking about my space. But I mean, she done been with me since kindergarten, so I gotta take her with me, right? But if I go into that room, it says she can't go. But I really want to take her with me, even though she's not really serving me any good, and she's criticizing every single thing that I got going on in this space. So I don't really understand why I want to take her to the next space. But we've been together since kindergarten. So I'm going to take her with me. Right? That sound familiar? Like that's what we do. And now that I'm saying it out loud, it kind of doesn't really make sense because she getting on my nerves right now. And she's criticizing what I have now, so why should I let her see what's next? She doesn't appreciate what I have now. Right, Janelle? So if she's not appreciative of what I have now, then try Master Flex. Why would I take her with me to the next level? And I know, I see that there's blessings with my name on it. My name is literally on every door. It doesn't say that I can have a +1. It doesn't say that I can't either, though. So like, there's a loophole in this. Like, I could take her or I could leave her. So, you know, this is where it gets uncomfortable sometimes, right? Because sometimes these people are really close to us. Like I said, they're our family. And I know that's the toughest one for us to work on. They're our friends that we've known forever. We've laughed together. We've cried together. But at some point, we got to be real, right? You've laughed with these people. You've cried with these people. Y'all have gone through a storm. But don't get it twisted. Just because somebody was with you through the storm doesn't mean that they are meant to walk in your sunshine. Not every person who helped you survive your past can help you thrive in your future. Thank you, Perry. I'm going to say that again. Not every person who helped you survive your past can help you thrive in your future. So when you hold on to these people, what happens? You start to notice that you feel heavy. Thank you. You start to dread conversations. You start second guessing your dreams. And even worse, you start feeling small in the spaces you once felt bold. How many times have you shared your vision, your thoughts, your dreams with a person, and they made you feel less than? They made you feel weak. They made you feel silly for thinking that. Thank you, Shan. Peach said, there it is. That's my word. Right? You find yourself censoring your joy, thinking that you don't deserve it because the people around you can't handle your glow. How many times have you been shining so bright and you've been so excited? You done walked in and you like, hey, guess what? I just did da-da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, must be nice. That's nice. Okay. And all of a sudden you feel small. You walked in feeling larger than life, y'all. Yeah, I can't say that word, MK, because I get blocked for that. But yes, in and in. If I talk about her, I get blocked every time. And I gotta be real careful with Toxic Tyrone too, because they be getting me. They call it hate speech and bullying on the north side. Yeah, we can't talk about her. Y'all know how we don't talk about Bruno? We don't talk about her. That Nancy lady, we don't talk about her. Listen, I can't talk about her either. Them two best friends, MK, and if I say it, I get banned every time. 7 days. Southside, Nancy is the name, or Karen. You know, them two ladies that run hand in hand, they best friends, and they don't ever got nothing positive to say. Y'all can say it, I can't, because if I say it, we're going to lose the north side. I've learned. I've learned, y'all, we can't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. No. But you guys, seriously, there have been so many times that we walk in and, you know, we're shining bright and we're feeling good and we're happy. And then these naysayers dim our light. Exactly, First Lady. That's that lady. I can't talk about her. And yeah, I can't talk about them. Y'all got it. Y'all picked up what I was putting down. I can say it on the south side all day, but because we got the north side with us today, we can't talk about Bruno. If I say anybody's name repeatedly over and over again, they mess with me. Yeah, so anyways. But again, holding on to these people starts to make us feel heavy, you guys. It automatically just starts to add weight to what we're doing. right? And I don't know about y'all, but it's enough in life for me to carry me through the day, right, T. Chauncey? Like, it is enough for me to get up and move these bones and move these muscles every day. But then to think to add somebody else's weight on me, life be lifing for me. Why would I want to carry what's lifing for you with me? I'm trying to shed these layers myself. I'm trying to glow up. I'm trying to grow and get through life. So I don't want to find myself censoring myself. I don't want to walk through life dimming my light. Right? Just to chop myself up in pieces to make me easier to dissect for other people. Right? I don't want to live a life like that. I don't want to keep dimming my light. I worked hard on this glow. I worked damn hard on this glow. And I don't want anybody else to diminish that. I don't want anybody else to stop that shine from me. Because it feels good and I worked hard and I deserve this, right? I deserve this. I don't know why I just suddenly had the urge for sage, y'all, but we're gonna trust our intuition and light a candle real quick. Sage candle. Yeah, that's that intuition. When you feel a negative energy creeping into your spirit, you gotta combat it with the good. Not that anything particular has happened, but honey, when I feel a spirit of negativity, I get rid of it quickly. Get rid of it quickly. Moving on. Jesus is a fence all around us, right? So let's talk about what happens when you finally let go. We can all admit that, you know, we've held on to these things, right? We completely understand that we are blocking our blessings because these people continuously drain our energy, and that energy is what we need to attract what's actually meant for us. So if we're not protecting our energy, then we're not fully showing up in our best version of ourselves to attract what we want, because we know that our vibe attracts our tribe. But if our vibe is vibrating at a low level because of the company that we're keeping, then all we're doing is negatively drawing in more low vibrational, low energy people like the company that we're keeping. So you know how mama told y'all birds of a feather flock together. So if you keep rolling with these low vibrational people, this negative energy people, you're going to keep attracting more negative energy people. And you're a person who wants to thrive and wants abundance. And so in order to do that, you got to start shedding some of these layers. So that way you can start vibrating at an optimal level for you. And we all vibrate at a different level. We all vibrate at a different level. And so again, you know, if you continuously, thank you, Art, if you continuously allow these negative people and these toxic people to latch onto you, then they're going to keep draining your energy. And that's the energy that you need to survive. That's the energy that you need to thrive. Right? So now all of a sudden these toxic people become like static noise. Right? They just become the white noise in the background of your life, keeping you from hearing your intuition clearly. All of a sudden, the noise and the chatter that they bring stops you from hearing what God is trying to tell you, how to move forward in your life, right? Keeping you from focusing on what you've got to do for you. And so the real kicker about this is blessings don't flow into cluttered spaces. God's got a blessing with your name on it, but blessings don't flow into cluttered spaces. God ain't fitting to land no blessing in your chaotic mess. Especially chaotic mess that you are comfortable in. Because if you are comfortable, and this is what you have chosen for you, and he's giving you the free will to choose, honey, he gonna just let you be there. It's no different than when we go to church and we go to the altar and we lay our burdens and our sins and we lay all of this stuff down at the altar. And then after service, we go right back to the altar and pick it up. God ain't finna stop you at the door and say, whoa, 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 that's for me. God gonna send you on your way out there and say, well, she got it. She like it. She love it. Go ahead and leave her in that space. Right? So again, we have to understand that blessings need room to land. And honey, as long as you are holding on to the things that no longer serve you, the universe sees that your hands are full. Some of us, we're in situations, and these situations, these toxic situations, just keep growing in abundance, right? And so we try to figure out, oh my God, what next? What next, Lord? And you notice that something else then happens because you carry in this messy space. Your mental room, your physical room aren't clean. So the next thing that you get, that you've attracted, is more mess, more toxic energy, more negative situations, more blocked blessings. All of a sudden you see a vision, you heard something, and you know what you need to do, but you don't do it. So that diminishes, that disappears, right? Because the universe was trying to land a blessing on you, but the path is clear. It's not clear. Because you've surrounded yourself with this mess, a cluttered space. That blessing is for you, but because you got all these people attached to you, that blessing can no longer bless you. Thank you. So again, we have to remember that blessings do not flow into cluttered spaces. Blessings need room to land. We talk about this, room to breathe, room to grow. Thank you for the share. So as long as you're holding on to the things that no longer serve you, your hands are full and you cannot receive your full blessings. Right? So let's talk about what happens when you finally let go. Because we can sit here all day talking about the problems, but y'all know me, I'm focused on solutions. I believe that our first step in everything is admitting we have a problem, but I think that we've established that we all have a problem, right? We all hold on to things. Thank you, Robin. We've all held on to things and people and spaces, relationships that no longer serve us. What up, Juju? So we get it. We know what the problem is now, right? Green hearts, we understand the problem. We holding on to the wrong things, right? Let me see some green hearts. Because I want to get to the solution. I want to get to how we get up out this trap. We've been trapped for far too long with these negative people, this negative energy, these negative situations. We've been holding on things for far too long. All right? So we know we in the trap. Cool. It's ghetto. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. All right. I see green hearts on the north side and the south side. So let's talk about what we do to get out of it. We finna get up out the trap, y'all. All right? When we start to release people who no longer align with our journey, it's like unclogging a drain. Have y'all ever unclogged a drain? Notice that once you unclog that drain, y'all, this nasty, but listen, ladies, we wash our hair in the shower. Y'all ever get the hair out the shower and see how nice the water flow down? It's nasty, but it's necessary, okay? So when we start to release people that no longer align with us, y'all, it's that same satisfaction of removing the hair from the drain and letting it go down again, right? Suddenly everything starts to flow again. And in our lives, when we talk about letting go of people and situations that no longer serve us, when we think about what starts flowing again, opportunities start to flow again. Clarity flows. Joy, it all starts flooding back into your life. All of a sudden your energy shifts. You stop attracting situations that are draining you, and instead you start to attract those people who are meant to support you, the people who are meant to lift you up, the people who are meant to bring you peace. When we started this, I had made mention of a time where about this time last year, I was holding on to a toxic situation. And with this toxic situation, I felt some sort of obligation to stay connected in this situation, to stay thick in the mess of things, right? And I wasn't happy in it, but but I kept trying to make the best of it because I felt like some sort of obligation to do so. And so I kept sitting in it and I kept staying in it. And then, I was having turmoil about it because it was this whole situation involved multiple people, and multiple people were intertwined with each other, and I had to make a decision to let go of some people who I wanted in my space. I had to let go of some people who I thought deserved to be in my space because they were being blessed by my words, right? They needed me as a life coach. But then I had to realize that they didn't need me as a life coach. Them people just needed a life coach, right? And I had to understand that, certain people, whether they were the family, whether they were the friends, all of these people in this situation, they're not meant for me. I had to start to recognize that I was growing. And I was growing at a rapid pace. And not only was I growing at a rapid pace, I was growing at a speed and headed in a direction that was never meant for them. Now, I'm not saying that these people weren't doing amazing things and living their best life, right? But their best life ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I was on a mission and I was on a path, but my light was being dimmed by this toxic situation, right? I was never getting up out the trap with these people and this whole situation. And so because I began praying over the situation, because I began speaking out on things about the situation, I was able to start to move out of it. But then I would slowly slide back into it because of the guilt, because of the shame, because of all the things that we talked about in the beginning. But then all of a sudden I had to realize, wait, I don't want this. I don't like how this feels. This goes against every single part, every fiber of my being. I'm a positive person by nature. And all the people that were showing up for me, the people who were like, oh my gosh, she's a positive person, they were coming to me, but then they would recognize that I was surrounded by some negativity, which made them question, was I real? Or was I doing this for show? So then I started recognizing that the company that I was keeping was dragging me down, was making people question who I am, right? And so once I started to shake that situation, and once I fully just said, okay, Lord, I know that you got something bigger for me. I know that you got something better for me. So Lord, I need your help. I need your help to remove this from me. If this is not for me and this is not what you mean for me, I need you to remove this from me. And when I tell y'all, like cold turkey, them suckers started dropping like flies out of my life. And that's a powerful thing to pray for, you guys. When you ask God to remove the things out of your life that are not meant for you, when you ask God to reveal the things to you that you need to see, and you do the work, and you pay attention, and you are obedient, baby, God works and he moves. And so he started removing those people at rapid speeds. And it hurt because there were some people that were removed that I never anticipated to be removed. There were some people who had been removed from my life that I was like, oh no, like wait, bring them back. But I had to be reminded that no, this is what you asked for. You asked me to remove what's not for you. You asked me to reveal to you what you needed revealed. So that's what happened. That's what happened. We removed it all. And all of a sudden, you guys, every time one went out, 2 came in. Another one went out, 4 more came in. A group of them left, a tribe of them arrived. Right? So again, when you begin to release the people that are no longer aligned on your journey, the path opens up. Things become clear. All of a sudden, like I said, your energy starts to shift and you stop attracting the people who drain you, the situations that drain you. And you start attracting the people who are meant for you. And y'all, some of these people were family. Some of these people were friends. And it was a very sad but humbling experience. And Blue, my bestie, y'all, she was there for it. So she could be a witness to even tell you how I cried, how I thrived. My husband, y'all, my husband had to coach the coach. Because there were situations where people were leaving and I felt some sort of way because of the people who were leaving. And these are people that I thought were for me. Right? And these people were just disappearing and it was hurting me and it was happening rapidly. And my husband had to fix my crown. Like I said, he had to coach the coach. And he had to come back and tell me everything. And Blue knows. Blue's been on the phone with me as I've cried because I've lost certain people that I never thought I'd lose. But they had to go. Right? And I've been live with you guys. We've been rocking this self-care club for over a year now. So I think that for many of you, if you could think back, if you were around a year ago, you could see the difference in me. You could see the growth in me. Right? Self-care club, we ain't stopped. We over here like, I want to say like Diddy, even though y'all done probably canceled Diddy, but I thought I told you that we don't stop. Right? So again, like we have to understand that letting go is messy. Letting go is emotional. I promise you, you're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel selfish. And if you're anything like me, you're probably going to run through all the what ifs. Okay, cancel Denny. Okay, fine. If you want to cancel him, cancel him. But I'm still going to play my favorite song. Okay? But seriously, you guys, you're going to feel selfish. You're going to run through every single what if in your mind. What if they're going through something and they need me? What if they think I'm abandoning them? I don't want to be seen as a quitter. I don't want to be the person that walked away. What if? But ask yourself this. What if you're abandoning yourself by keeping them around? What if the person who needs you the most right now is you? And so that situation where I went into the bedroom, disrupted my husband's peace, an emotional wreck, crying, that's where I was. I was like, oh my God, so-and-so is gone. And yeah, we're not talking about death. They all alive, okay? I don't want y'all to grieve. They all alive. We're not grieving or mourning. So, but I'm like, such and such left, and this is a person that I never thought would leave, and this person left the group, and oh my God, you know, and so I'm going in there, and I'm like, but these people need me, they've been needing me, and I'm here to help them, and God wants me to help them. Yeah, I was snot and crying, everything, right? And my husband had to remind me, you need you. And because you keep chasing after these people to help them, you're not helping you. God didn't give you this gift for you to fall apart in the process of being a blessing for other people. My husband had to remind me that it was time for me to put the mask on me. My husband had to remind me that I can't want healing for them more than they want it for them. And so if they want to leave, you got to let people go. Don't be holding on to them. Right? So again, while we're asking ourselves these what if questions, the key question that you have to ask yourself when you're considering walking away from a situation or letting go of Bruno, right? What if the person who needs you the most is you right now? You got to remember that it's not your job to carry everyone with you. You've got to remind yourself that you can love people from a distance. You can release people without resentment, right? But you have to let go. You have to let go because you owe it to your future self. We've spent all this time trying to heal the little boy and the little girl inside of us. But the only way that we're fully going to be able to do that is if we learn to let go. Yeah, I need more. I love me more. Come on, Kale. right? You owe it to your future self. You owe it to the blessings waiting for you. So it is absolutely necessary that we begin to clean up these spaces. Right, Shan? Right? We got to start being confidently us, unapologetically, right? And so it's important for us to remember that it is not our job to carry everyone. We've got to start loving people at a distance. I love you, but I release you. I don't want to be obligated to you. I don't want you to be obligated to me, right? And again, I'm a realist, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all the truth. It's not always easy. It's not always going to be easy. There are going to be nights where you lose sleep over it. You're going to question if you're doing the right thing. And you're going to encounter the people who call you selfish. Right? You're going to encounter the people that call you selfish for choosing you. Right? But let me tell you, it's a form of self-care. Setting boundaries, letting go, it's a form of self-care. And we know that self-care is never selfish, right? Protecting your peace is never selfish. Prioritizing your growth is necessary. Life is too short to spend surrounding ourselves with people who don't support us. People who don't celebrate our wins. The ones who try to put us in a box where we got to keep breaking through the seams, right? You know, we've all got people in our life who secretly resent our growth. Secretly resent our glow. We know who they are. We know the people who aren't really truly there for us. Because we walk in the room shining, skin glowing, feeling amazing, and they got something negative to say, even if they just say it with their face. Sometimes it be in your own house. Sometimes you got to clean out your own closet. You right, MK. But again, you know these people. You know in your heart the people who are for you. And if you're questioning it and if you need confirmation, then pray on it. Pray, but be prepared to be obedient. Because when the universe begins to show you who's for you and who's not for you, you got to honestly be prepared to let them go. You got to be prepared to let them go, and you have to be faithful in knowing that God is going to replace them with people who do. So again, we've got to start to clean up. All right? We are on this journey to grow together. And I don't want any of you to be left behind. And I know that we're all on separate paths, but the thing is, we're all headed to a purpose-filled space. So even though Kale's vision is different than mine, and MK got his dreams, and Gloria got her dreams, and First Lady got her dreams, at the end of the day, we all headed to a purpose-filled space. We headed up, right? We moving up. So I don't want anybody to be left behind, even though I know that we're all going to arrive in our spaces at different times. But in order for you to keep moving at a speed that is comfortable for you, you've got to start to clean up where you're at now. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta start sorting through your mess. You gotta start really truly asking yourself, who's for me, who's not for me? And if you question it, who's for you and who's not for you, ask God to reveal it. Be obedient when He shows you. Right? Because once you release the dead weight, you're going to start to see things differently. Your vision is going to clear up. Your energy is going to return. And all of a sudden, these blessings that have been hovering around trying to land, they're going to start to find you. They've been hovering around waiting for you to make space. Just because you've been dealing with mess, just because you've been stagnant, just because you've been comfortable in your toxic environment, doesn't mean that God doesn't still have a blessing for you. There are multiple of blessings waiting for you. But you got to clean up. You got to get up. You got to wake up. You got to make room. That's why every single thing that I do, you know, the podcast, the blog, the music, it's called Room to Breathe. Y'all, I'm cleaning up my space. I hope y'all being blessed by it, but I'm cleaning up my space. I'm making room for me to breathe. And I want blessings to flow to me the same way that the air flows in and out of my lungs. I want to take in everything good and I want to release out everything bad. So as I inhale, I'm inhaling positivity. I'm inhaling blessings abundantly. I am releasing negative energy. I am letting go of every single thing that does not serve me. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care how long it's been here. I am only making room in my life for the good. And I am happily and rapidly releasing everything bad, everything negative, all the toxins. Gotta let it go. Wash it out, flush it out, clear it out. Because I know that I've got blessings on blessings on blessings waiting for me. And I gotta make room for them. And I've got to take up space, right? I've got to make space so that way my blessings can land right here on me. Right? Because we know that those blessings are going to come rushing in. So don't let fear keep you from what's meant to be. Remind yourself that fear is false evidence appearing real. Don't let your loyalty to the wrong people block the abundance that's your birthright. You are worthy of relationships that fuel your soul, not drain you. You deserve the kind of support that leaves you feeling lighter, not heavier. We know that we already have our wings. All we have to do is fly. We were created to be great. We are destined for greatness. It is our birthright. Right? So I want you guys to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. Let it go. Again, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. Let it go. We're going to do one of my favorite exercises because it is time for us to let go of things, right? And we know that the one thing that we can absolutely control at any given moment is our breath. And there is something so empowering and so liberating about focusing on your breath. So I occasionally like to sprinkle this exercise in. It is a breathing activity that I like to do about releasing things that no longer serve us. And there's a mantra that goes with this breathing exercise. And the song, you will hear her say, I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. And that is all she's going to say repeatedly through this song. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. And so for the next 5 minutes, we are going to forgive ourselves and release these things that don't serve us now. We're going to breathe in through our nose. And we're going to breathe out from our mouth. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in positive thoughts, positive energy. Right? As you breathe in, I want you to visualize yourself cleaning out your closet, cleaning up your space. And every single time you exhale from your mouth, I want you to visualize yourself letting go of these people, letting go of these toxic situations, letting go of these situations, these things that don't serve us. Each and every one of you can choose the pace that you want to breathe. I want you all to be comfortable. I often recommend to breathe in from your nose. I do it on a count of 5. I hold it. And then I exhale on a count of 5. And I hold it. So it's just 5, 5, and 5. In 5, hold 5, out 5, hold 5. And you're going to keep doing that. But I want you guys to do it at a pace that is comfortable for you. Excuse me. But again, while you're doing this, I want you guys to be comfortable. If you are in a space where you can close your eyes, I want you to do so. Yeah, exactly. Prepare yourself to cry. If you are really focused on this, you may cry. You may feel emotions, and I want you to give those emotions space, because what we are doing is clearing room to breathe. Okay? So it is a 5-minute exercise. I will not be engaging in the chat. I have no expectation for you to engage in the chat. I want you guys to fully give yourself the opportunity for this. All right? 5 minutes for you, because you deserve this.
I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. Oh yeah. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. Forgive myself. I forgive myself. And I release. Forgive myself. And I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. I forgive myself and I release all the things that don't serve me now. I forgive myself and I release all the things
one final deep breath in, soaking in all that is good, all that is positive, and then we are going to let it go from our mouth, letting go of all the negative energy, all the negative emotions. Prepare to let go of all the negative people, situations, spaces, and places that no longer serve us. I want to remind each and every one of you that the point in doing this is for us to remind ourselves that we can forgive ourselves. But in addition to forgiving ourselves, we have to be prepared to let go of things. Right? So many of us have forgiven ourselves for things and situations, but we haven't let go of the toxic energy. So we have to keep forgiving ourselves, which makes us feel less than, which makes us feel like we're not enough or like we're not worthy because we haven't been able to let go of the things. Right? So again, just remind yourself that as you do spend time taking your deep breaths, focusing on your breath, that it is time to let go. It is time to do more than just forgive ourselves for things, but to let go of things that are no longer here to serve us. These situations, these people, these spaces, these jobs, whatever it is, that is not here for us. We have permission, right? We've got permission to release the people who have run their course in our life. They have served their purpose. We're not going to hold them hostage. We're going to release them because they've done what they needed to do for us. And we have to trust that in doing so that we are making room for these blessings that have always been ours. We're making room to breathe. It's messy. It is hard, but it is also liberating. And your future self is going to thank you for the courage that you showed even just for being here today. Right? Your future self is going to bless you. And I just want to remind each and every one of you that you are absolutely, positively enough. Just as you are today. I don't need you to wait until you become the amazing person that you're growing to be. I need you to recognize that you are enough just as you are today. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are worthy of every single thing. And so as we start to wrap up our episode today, I want to thank each and every one of you amazing and beautiful and worthy souls for being here with me today, for sharing your time and spending your time wisely. You could have been anywhere else wasting your time, but you chose to spend your time with me today, and I appreciate that. If we are not friends already, I invite you to give me a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss out on our latest content. Because again, we are here to grow together. We are here to heal together. Hey King, hey Mika, welcome in. Dee Dee, thank you so much for being here. I apologize when you first walked in. We were finishing up on a breathing exercise, so I could not greet you properly. But welcome in. Hey girl, hey. You're welcome, Shan. I love you so much. You guys, if you are new here, please take some time to visit my website at selfcareclub.org. There you have the opportunity to tap in to book a personalized coaching session if that's what you're interested in. We also have affirmative apparel and other motivational merch, including music. We have the podcast, we have the blog, and just a whole treasure trove of free resources that are designed just for you. So whether you're looking to elevate your self-care game or you just want to find a few, tips and extra inspiration to get you through the day, just know that the Self-Care Club is your one-stop shop for all things self-care. We've got you covered. I do thank each and every one of you for being a part of the Self-Care Club today. I applaud you for taking the time for you and making room for you, right? And until the next time that we meet, I encourage each and every one of you to keep breathing, stay positive, and remember that you are always supported here in this space. So if you feel like you're dimming your light in other spaces, just know that in this space, you are always welcome to shine your light, and we will always be here to help you celebrate your wins. Something that I always remind you guys is don't be afraid to take up space. Right? Know that as you take up space that you are making room for your blessings to fall in line And, you know, at that point, you're making a little extra room for you to breathe, which is something that you deserve. I want to end with a song, another one of my favorite songs. It's usually the one that I play after I do that release exercise, and it is called I Am Enough. And I want you guys, as you listen to this, to type in the chat, I am enough. And I want y'all to put some respect on it, right? I am enough. If it needs all caps, shout it out. If you need to say it out loud, shout it out. But each and every one of you are enough. You are worthy. You are deserving. And so as we wrap up today, I want to take this opportunity to remind you guys of this, that you're enough. So let's do this. You are enough. Wanda, you are enough. Shan, you are enough. First Lady, you are enough. You are worth it. King, despite how you feel, brother, you are enough. You are enough. But it means nothing for me to say it. You have to feel it. Brooks, you are enough. Rosanna, you are more than enough. You've always been enough. Each and every one of you are enough. You are more than enough. You've always been enough. Starts by you saying, I am enough. You've got to say it, King. You're saying all these words. Say, I am enough. People to be here to remind you of that. At some point, you have to feel that, King. You come in here every day and you tell us the story of your struggle. And I know that, King, I know that you have been surrounded by people who have made you feel less than your whole life. But you keep coming back into this space, and I find myself getting frustrated with you. I'm just going to be honest, bro. I find myself getting frustrated with you because you know where to come to get your healing. You keep coming back into this space of happiness, this space of joy, where people are pouring into you. You come into this space, but you tell us the same thing every single day. And I applaud you for your transparency, but I need you to realize that you have told us your story. And the people that are in this space, we know your story. And we keep trying to surround you, and we keep trying to support you, and we keep trying to uplift you, but you just keep telling us your story. And your past does not define you. You are the author of your story, King. And so again, I have to keep calling you on this. I don't need you to tell me your story, bro. I need you to change your story. We are here telling you that you are enough. We are here telling that you are worthy, that you deserve more. Your past does not define you. Your past is your past. Right? So it may have molded you into this person that you have, and it may have given you these feelings of rage and hatred that you are feeling right now. But your past only defines the past. It does not determine where you are going, where you are headed. And so the problem is you won't let go of your past. At some point, you have to say enough is enough. These people hurt me. These people aren't hurting me. And so when we're doing these exercises and when we are here together, you have to understand that you are in a place of love. Again, focus on right now. King, the space that you are in this room with us right now, none of that energy is being given to you. In this space right now, you are fully protected. Every single person in this room has experienced a loss. Every single person in this space has been hurt. We have all had our heart broken on numerous occasions. You are choosing to say in this space. Exactly, there is no life in the past. And I'm not asking you to see the future, because that's not in our control either. What I'm asking you to do, King, is to embrace this moment in the present. You know that this is a safe space because you keep coming back to it. But I don't know what you're coming back to if you're not willing to receive it. So I'm just simply asking you to say 3 words today. I am enough. You have been surrounded by love and light from all of these people. They are embracing you in this chat, and each and every person here is telling you that you are enough. Each and every person here is trying to fix your crown. And it hurts me that you know where to come to get your help, but you won't receive it. You have to receive it. You cannot keep coming back to get your cup filled and not stick around for us to fill your cup. I don't care what the people did to you in your past. We've all been hurt. I know that there's something better for you. But it doesn't make a difference if I know it, if you won't receive it. The universe did its job by sending you here with us. The universe did its job by surrounding you with positive people to help you. But if you don't want it, we can't help you. I've given you resources. I've tapped in. Okay, but you got to do more than want to do it. Bro, you got to do it. You cannot just talk about it. You have to do it. And you're telling me that you don't want this to affect your kids. You don't want this to affect your wife. But I'm just going to go ahead and tell you it's affecting them. It is affecting them, King. I need for you to wake up and start walking in your purpose. If you, all these situations that you're talking about that you've been through in your life, all of these things that you've gone through, guess what? You're still here and you're still standing, which means there's still a purpose on you. There's still something that you are being called to do. Because if it wasn't, I promise you, you wouldn't be here. Think about all the people who have died and gone. You're still here, which means you have a purpose, which means that there is still a chance, that there is still hope. But again, if you're not willing to let go of these things that no longer serve you, if you are not willing to let go of your past and move on into your future, then you are going to stay stuck. And you can keep coming back here and you can keep telling your story and you can keep doing all of these things, but it is not going to matter because you are not ready to let go. And you have to be ready to let go. I've told you on numerous occasions, I've invited you to reach out to me so we can work one-on-one. That's not happening. I sent you to the YouTube. Don't see you there. I put free resources on the website. Places for you to call. Places for you to go. You don't go there. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from this group. And I want to help you. I really do want to help you, King. If I didn't, I would have blocked you a long time ago. I want to help you. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to share resources with you. Everyone in here is telling you to reach out, to talk to us. I have so many people who could be a blessing to you. There are many men in our self-care group who have also come from a life of crime. They can tell you how they got up out the trap. Mentally, physically. But I cannot put you in spaces that you are not ready for. And if all you want to focus on is what has happened, we can't help you. We can't help you unless you say, I want to help myself. So, again, I call bullshit. If you're going to keep coming back to this space, you have to be ready to grow. I'm going to tell you that again, King. If you keep coming back to this space, you have to be ready to grow. I am all about growth. And you don't even know, King, honestly, how many times I have prayed for you and I don't even know you. I have prayed for you so many times. But you have to be willing to grow. And every single time, I find myself getting more and more frustrated with you because you're not willing to grow. I want it for you so bad. But you have to be willing to grow. Like, I prayed on it because at first I thought when you were showing up, I was like, this dude is a troll. Like, I'm just going to tell you the truth. I thought that this guy is a troll. And this guy just keeps coming in to tell me his negative stories and whatever. And I kept thinking that this guy just wants to drain my energy. So I had to pray on it. I had to say, hey, God, listen, if this person is a troll, remove them from my space. And so King disappeared for a little while, y'all. And I was like, okay, cool. King was a troll, right? But then you came back and I was like, hold on, God. Now you ain't going to remove people and then send them back. So that wasn't that. So maybe King isn't a troll. But then you kept coming back and you kept telling your story again and again. And I was like, okay. Okay, God. So if I'm supposed to help this person, let me know what to say. So then every single time you pull up, you always pull up on a topic that is so for you. This topic today was so for you. Yesterday, the topic was so for you. You keep saying that nobody understands. You don't know what other people understand. At this point in your life, you are comfortable being the victim. And people who are comfortable being the victim will not thrive in this space, King. And I'm going to continue to pray for you. I'm going to continue to pray that God gives me the words to say to you. I'm going to continue to try to create content that can help you. If it is meant for me to entertain the conversation with you, I'm going to pray that God tells me what to say. Because I'm not going to lie to you. After each live that you come in, I leave very frustrated with you. You have somehow become like a little brother that gets on my nerves. And I get so frustrated because I see you constantly making the same mistake again after again. No matter how many times I tell you what can make things better, what can help you, which direction you should head, things that you can do. You've been around for more than 6 months off and on. And you still keep showing up telling me the same story again and again. It is to the point, King, where I don't like the silence people. I really don't, because I believe that everybody deserves to be seen and heard. But King, it is to the point where when you walk in the room, I literally want to mute you because you're going to give me the same story. And everyone who's used to you coming around, we already know your story. So it only then affects the new people who don't yet know your story. So it makes me want to mute you. I don't want to kick you out because I want you to be here. I want you to receive this. But I'm really half tempted to start muting you so you don't have the opportunity to tell me your story, but that you have the opportunity to listen to what you need to hear. But I don't want to do that because it's like, I don't believe in silencing people. And I really truly believe in my heart that you need it, that you deserve it. I know for a fact that you are worthy of it. But it's like, it frustrates me to no end because I don't know what to do with you, King. I don't know what to do with you outside of praying for you and sending you love and light. Because nothing that any of us say or do is going to help you until you decide that you want to help yourself. And that's what frustrates me, because if you would just agree to help yourself, things would be so much better. You have to be willing to heal in order to heal. If you do not stand up and get out of this dark space, you are going to forever be stuck there. And it's going to seem more and more comfortable there. You are not trapped. No one is holding you hostage. You know that there's more. You keep coming into these light spaces and then going back into the darkness. That is a choice that you are making. And I understand that there are certain things that happen in life that we do not control, but that is a choice that you are currently making. You do not have to stay in that dark space. And the fact that you can keep coming back here every day tells me that you have the ability to stand up and rise out of it. But if you're not going to do it, I can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. So forgive me in advance if I serve you tough love, but I don't know what else to do. It is not me dismissing what you have gone through. It is not me disregarding your feelings, because, King, your feelings are valid. But if all you want to do is talk about it and you're not ready to stand on business, I can't help you. You have to be willing to talk about it and be about it. You have to stand on business. You are never going to grow and you are never going to get out the trap if you don't stand up. Exactly. And you see all of these people in the chat are pouring positive energy into you. I haven't even read the comments from the north side to you yet, for the simple fact that they are literally mirroring the same comments on the south side. I only surround myself with positive people, supportive people. So you've come to the right space. I could literally connect you with other people. If it's a men's group that you need, if it's support from other positive men, I can link you with that. But I refuse to do so until you get up and do something for you, which is just to admit, I want to change. I want help. I am worthy of this. I do deserve this. I am better than this. You've accepted defeat. And you've got to get up out of that. You've got to get up out of that, King. So again, First Lady has also offered to communicate with you and to talk to you. I really believe that First Lady is a great resource for you. That is me once again sharing my resources. So let it out. Stop denying it. I know that you want change because you keep coming back to this. So here, this is what will show me that you want change. I need for you to follow First Lady. And I need for you to reach out to First Lady. And First Lady's going to tell me if you do this assignment, King. I need for you to follow First Lady. I need for you to reach out to her. If you want these resources to keep flowing to you abundantly, I need for you to take that first step. And right now, I believe that a good first step for you would be to talk to First Lady. Knowing that she's not going to take your bullshit. Marion, chill out. I just said I don't like to mute people, Marion. Chill out. We know what we need to know down here. So again, King, follow First Lady. She offered to talk to you. She does a lot of work with she does a lot of work in the community with men who are incarcerated, who have been incarcerated. She is a perfect resource for you. Reach out to her. Communicate with her. She lets me know that you reach out to her and that you initiate the process. I know you don't know everything to say and what to do. It just starts by reaching out. Take her up on that offer. No. I'm not going to inbox her for you. I'm not going to. See, King, I'm already doing my work. I'm healing me. So, me reaching out to First Lady for you, that's not it. You have to reach out to her. You have to do this. The problem is, you've been relying on other people to do things for you for far too long, and that's why you're getting the life that you're getting. Because you keep depending on other people to do things. And that's why you keep getting all this negative energy. That's why you keep getting aligned with the people who really aren't for you. Do it for yourself. If you can come in here and type in this chat, then that tells me that you have the capability to do it yourself. So I'm not going to do it. I've done what I needed to do. I showed up here to deliver this message for you. I've taken this time. I pray for you. Never have you even asked me to. I share my community with you. I've done what God has called me to do in your life. I need you to do what God is calling you to do in your life. Thank you. Ali, thank you. Oh my gosh. So I need you to put your best foot forward. I need you to do the work for you, bro. So I hope that helps, but just know that you're getting tough love going forward. Because I'm ready for you to stand on business. I'm ready for you to walk in your purpose, King. And I know that God has something amazing for you, but at the end of the day, I know that you're not going to receive it. Well, it's your choice. It's 100% your choice. Just understand that going forward, King, I'm choosing to set a boundary. I am choosing to set a boundary with you. Until you are ready to grow, I don't welcome this energy here. Okay? This is a space to grow, a space to heal. And so I want you to think about this, and I want you to come back when you are ready to heal, when you are ready to grow. You can always reach out to me. But I want you to come back when you are ready to heal and ready to grow. Okay? I'll still pray for you. And I still wish you well. You've never had to ask me to do it before, and I've always done it. So, just know that you're always surrounded by love and light. And all you have to do is stand up to see it. know, David. But anyways, we've gotta clean up this space, y'all. We've gotta clear it up. We can't end on a teary eye. We letting go of toxic energy. Hey, Jan.
I'm breaking free. No more chains on me.
Y'all see the glasses coordinating with the pants?
It's shining bright within. Learning to love myself again. I'm letting go of toxic energy, setting my soul free.
Thank you, Allie.
No more holding on to what's not meant to be. I'm learning to love me, embracing my destiny.
It's so hard, you guys. It's so hard. That is probably the hardest part of my job. That is honestly the hardest part of my job.
I'm making a new start. With every step I'm going strong, finding where I truly belong. I'm letting go of toxic energy, setting my soul free. No more holding on to what's not meant to be. I'm learning to love me, embracing my destiny. Finally, I can breathe. Oh, I'm loving me.
I know, and then I'm trying to shake it, Sam. I'm trying.
Oh, I'm loving me. No more toxic energy. I'm finally free. I'm loving me. Oh, I'm loving me. This is who I'm meant to be. I'm loving me.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, healing is not for the weak. Being a healer is not for the weak. And you know, I be on my own journey to heal. And then part of my healing journey and what I'm called to do is to help other people heal. And so it gets to be kind of heavy sometimes. And that's the part that you guys don't always get to see, you know. Usually those situations happen with my private clients. Thank you. But anyways. I just gotta keep it together for 2 more minutes. Thank you, David. Love you. So yeah, I love you guys. I won't cut it. We'll leave it in there. Y'all asked for it. I'll leave that part in there. Everybody's like, don't cut that part. Leave it. Fine. You want it? I'll leave it in there. I don't really care. So I'll leave that part in there. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for the gift.